It's story time! So, boys and girls, I remember some of you asking me a few weeks back what the Passover is, and I promised we would talk about it. Guess what we're learning about today?
The Passover!
Of course, my friends, our lesson is on the Passover. Many years ago, the children of Israel lived in bondage under the ruthless rulership of King Pharaoh in Egypt. The Bible tells us in Exodus 1 that the Egyptians made the children of Israel to work in the fields and in the building of the king's palaces and temples under harsh and severe conditions. They made the Israelites' lives bitter with hard work. The children of Israel were very sad and discouraged. They sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried to God all the time. God heard their cry and their groaning. He remembered his covenant or agreement with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them. The time for Israel's deliverance had finally come. Then God sent one of the greatest prophets in Bible history on one of the greatest work assignments ever, a man called Moses.
I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrows, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
However, Pharaoh was reluctant to let the children of God leave, and despite the many warnings he received through Moses and his brother Aaron, he continued to harden his heart against God's warning. One particular night, one that was to be etched in the memories of many Egyptians for many years to come, the last night of the Israelites' bondage in Egypt, God, through Moses, told his chosen people to prepare for an immediate release, and he gave them direction concerning their departure from Egypt, especially for their preservation from the coming judgment. Now, each family, alone or in connection with others, was to
slay a lamb or a kid without blemish, and with a bunch of hyssop, sprinkle its blood on the 2 side posts and on the upper doorpost of the house, that the destroying angel coming at midnight might not enter into your dwelling place. You are to eat the flesh roasted with unleavened bread and bitter herbs at night, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
the Lord declared,
I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt.
At midnight, all the firstborn of the Egyptians were slain. Then the king sent to Israel the message,
Rise up and get you forth from among my people, and go serve the Lord as you have said.
The Hebrews went out from Egypt an independent nation. Now, boys and girls, this is the incident that gave the Passover ceremony its name. God, through Moses, commanded that a feast be observed yearly by the people of Israel in all future generations.
This day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
As they should keep the feast in future years, they were to repeat to their children the story of this great deliverance, as Moses bade them.
You shall say, It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses.
This, children, is the Passover story.